All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today?
Good morning, Carlos. I am great. I hope you're doing well. I know you've got kids running amok around the place. Sounds like you're pretty busy.
Yes, they are, man. They are all over
Uh,
the place. Summer camp is over. My parents took them this morning, and getting them out was tough. So, but yeah, it's a lot of
I
fun.
am.
But
I'm glad to be past that point, but I'm looking forward to being back in it. Hopefully soon with
yeah,
grandkids. But that's a
yeah,
problem for future me. All right,
absolutely,
I am
man.
rocking out. We got a little jive on peak capital trading. If you're interested, by the way, in accelerating your trading journey and want to really sort of figure out how to get started in your trading journey or just speed it up, if you've been struggling, the Peak Capital Bootcamp is a great way to do that. Pretty much everybody that goes through it finds it a valuable experience. I will tell you, though, it's not for the faint of heart. If you really want to get value
Mm,
out of it, it takes a lot of work. So don't sign up unless you're prepared to do the work. You're just not going to get the value out of your investment. But if you are ready for it, it's probably the best money you could spend on trading. So in my opinion, go check it out, peakcapitaltrading.com. There's my little promo for it. I've been doing it since the beginning, right? And I love it. I mean, we have poured everything that we've all learned collectively into that camp. So it's a good camp in our opinion. All right, let's take a look at the markets because we have a bunch of stuff. Well, it's been relatively quiet this week. Today, everything hits. So much so that I ran out of room on our calendar to put it all in. But I'll tell you, there's sort of a mixed picture here on the economic page. All of it sort of favorable to the market, but but sort of mixed picture. So let's start with jobless and continuing jobless claims. So we got the initial jobless claims and the continuing jobless claims. You can see the numbers there. Both came out slightly under expectations. So that means that there's less people looking for work, both for the initial looking for work and that are continued to be out there on the job hunt. So generally that shows a strengthening economy, or it could alternatively, some argue that means that people are just giving up. But usually if you have both together, it shows that jobs are being found. On the other side, we are seeing continued inflationary pressures. Retail sales, and I spelt that wrong. Retail sales, that's supposed to be retail. Retail sales without autos, with autos, it's all up. The forecast was a 0.1% growth on the core. It came out at 0.4. And the import price index, this is the cost of goods that you're buying, went up by 0.7%, whereas expected to stay flat. That's actually a pretty big increase in a single month. So, we're seeing quite a bit of inflationary pressure, which, again, the market likes because that continues to reinforce the view that the Fed is going to potentially reduce interest rates, because it's, that would show slowing growth in the overall economy when you have that type of inflation. Now, that's always the speculation. Who knows? I look at the Fed Watch tool here. It shows that for September 18th, which is the date we're watching for the new Fed rate announcement, the sentiment is going towards a smaller increase. We're now about 60% thinking that we're only going to, smaller decrease. 60% thinking that we're going to get a quarter point rate decrease on the announcement on the 18th of September. 40% thinking we're going to get half a point. So we'll see what actually happens. In the short term, if you look at the markets, we can see both the SPY and the Qs moving upward on this news. So as I said, the market sees this as good news. We got a little bit of upward movement. Later on this morning, we do have a couple more things. Well, actually, a whole bunch more things. There's some Fed speakers that I just didn't list. We've got at 9:15, we've got industrial production and capacity utilization coming out. At 10 o'clock, we've got business inventories and the home builder confidence index. At 1 o'clock, we've got another Fed speech with Harker that is speaking. So there's a lot of stuff happening today. Again, this stuff has sort of a moderate impact. It has the most impact pre-market here. Later on in the day, you're not going to see the market jump with these things unless they're wildly out of whack. but they may just continue a sentiment. If we continue to go higher, for example, and we continue to get good news for the market, remember, it's got to be, you got to worry about not what the news is for the economy, what the news is as interpreted by the markets, and what we may see this growth continue. Because the last couple of days, if you've been here with us tracking the markets, we've been going up for about 2 weeks now, and it's been iffy, right? We've had a couple of days where we started higher, and then we've sort of gone a little lower, but net, you can see those candles moving up. Look at the SPY on the daily. The Qs look just the same, right? Both our main market indexes are going higher, and today it looks like we're going to continue that trend. So let's keep an eye on it and see if some of these earnings can help. We actually have a bunch of earnings that are interesting today, whereas we've had lots of earnings this week. Not very many have been interesting, in my opinion. But today there's more of the stuff that I typically follow, so it gives us more to talk about, which gives the opening for Carlos to jump in because he's watching the scanners.
Yes, I am in our scanners. Speaking of a lot to watch, oh man, there is a lot on here. I went through some, so some we're going to go very quickly through them. They're not supposed to be on this list, and we'll try to get to the good stuff that is on. It just got bigger, I think, this massive list. So let's go through, I think, if I remember, AI. Yeah, we'll skip on that one. AWS, another one that we'll skip as well. MMC, no. MTD, yes, like the first top 5 are no good. And for those that don't know, we are aware of this issue. So our developers are working hard to get this resolved. It's a data issue that we're having. Ulta, I know they had news. So they're up here 10% this morning, 215,000. We see these guys 4 times a year. They normally don't trade well. But today's their day. Peter, what's the latest and greatest?
Ulta Beauty. I know you follow them closely, Carlos, to get all of your powders and potions.
Yes.
The bigger news here was that Berkshire Hathaway, or Warren Buffett, they tend to use his name and his company's name interchangeably. But I don't know if he's actually making the decisions much anymore. They sort of don't talk about that. They imply that he does because he's got market cachet, but it doesn't really matter. Berkshire Hathaway took a position. Everybody says it's a big position, but every position that they take these days is big. But they took a position in Ulta Beauty, which shows a lot of support, right? People love it because there's a lot that follow, and they think that he knows something that they don't, which, frankly, in the past has proven to be pretty accurate. However, you got to remember that an investment in a stock could mean that he just feels it's undervalued, and that over the next couple of years, it could return to what he believes is fair value. So, it's getting a jump today just on the news that Berkshire Hathaway took a position. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily going straight up from here, right? Over the next few years, you bet. Probably a good bet if you want to start putting it into your portfolio. But over the next few days, weeks, or months, who knows? So there you go. That's the news on Ulta Beauty this morning, ULTA.
Yep, there you have it. As far as intraday trading, it's not the best type of stock. I mean, today could be their day. Obviously, they're in play. I just think there's better stuff out there for me to look at, so I'm going to stick with those. All right, here's our list again. Kind of reset it because I see some stuff disappeared. But I know this one is heavily in play, as it's the title of our show this morning. Walmart, WMT today, up 8.3 right now, 3.7 million shares traded. So really crushing it right now in the pre-market. Peter, how's the earnings? How did it go this morning for them?
Well, another good quarter for Walmart. They beat their numbers, so people are buying groceries, buying stuff, buying whatever, usually in their pajamas and their slippers and whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm not
if you're lucky.
I mean, but those are the videos I see all the time, right? It's always the weird people you find at Walmart. I have to admit, I don't know. I don't think I've been into a Walmart this year. So, and I really don't know when the last time was that I've been in a Walmart. So I'm sure it's a great place. I'm sure people love it. Frankly, I just haven't had a need for it. So, Target, we don't have Targets in Canada, so I can't talk to that. But what matters is the sales forecast, and Walmart is very bullish about the rest of this year. They actually raised their guidance for the year. They think that consumers are going to continue to buy, and they see it as a very, very healthy forecast. So remember Remember it was when Ozempic started taking off. Everybody said, "Oh, Walmart's going to see a drop in food sales." That seemed a little crazy, but to me, anyways, hasn't played out at all. Forecasts are still going higher, and Walmart is feeling good. Now, Walmart, I don't know. Some people love trading it. I've had a very much a love-hate relationship. Maybe that's why I don't shop there, is because from a trading perspective, I have never made money in Walmart. I just can't. I don't know what it is. There's something about the stock and we just don't get along. So
Candy's asking us, Walmart sells food. Yeah, they sell everything. I don't know if all of them sell food, but I got a super center here in Teterboro. If you're from Jersey, you know exactly where that is. It's a big one. It's a newer one, too. It's not so old compared to ones that have been out for many years. And they sell everything. They sell food. And I have to admit, I've been there a couple of times. One time, we did buy some steak from there, and it was good. It was good. I was skeptical, but it turned out pretty good. And then I ran to some people say, no, yeah, their food is fresh because it gets turned around very fast with the amount of volume. So, so I'm like, oh, okay, I did not know that. But again, Peter, I've been there a few times, and I haven't seen the stuff I see in the videos. Right? Again, maybe the time I'm going, I got to go maybe like around 11:30 at night or something. But when I go, it's perfectly fine. So
yeah, I'll admit that when I have been there, I've never seen any of that in my Walmart either.
Yeah,
I'm sure. You know what? I mean, with how many billions of people visit at Walmart, sales visits are there every year. Like there's unlimited opportunity. You're always going to get some crazies.
I'm sure that's happening in Florida, probably.
You know what? I didn't want to blame Florida, Brent, but it does seem like a lot of those pictures come out of Florida.
If this starts an uproar on Florida members, you can email Brent. He'll take care of those emails for you. Just kidding. All right, here we go, guys. Let's start with Walmart. I have them on my list, guys. I like them. 3.7 million shares traded right now, up 8.4. And again, Peter, I'm with you. I think the stock doesn't trade very well at times, but today could be one of those days where it does actually do very good. So I have it on here.
It's in play this morning. There's no question there. It's just, I just would advise, if you've never traded it, just be cautious with it. For whatever reason, I find it difficult to trade. So, and I can't even tell you why. Like the spread isn't typically very high. There's just something about it that it just doesn't move. Maybe it just doesn't set up with the patterns that I'm expecting. Maybe it's just the combination of investors that typically are in this. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. All right. So Walmart on deck today, this morning from my list. I'm going to skip down. Cisco is on here. Is this supposed to be? Yes, it is. It is up 8%, 500,000 shares traded almost here. So we got some good news on it, Peter. I didn't hear earnings on this one or anything like that, but what's driving them today?
Yeah, it was earnings after the close yesterday. Look, it's good news for the stock. So the stock has got good news, which is why it's gapping up. I'm not sure if you're working for the company, you feel it's good news. This is one of those really tough to swallow stories. So they beat their numbers, right? A great quarter. They said demand for AI is really high. They actually raised their sales guidance. They say they're going to sell more, but they also announced job cuts. So basically they're saying it's all, it's going good. The market's going good, but they said they're changing their focus a little bit and they're restructuring and they're going to eliminate a bunch of jobs. So, if you're on the inside, I got to think, so, things are going well. We're doing good. The big dogs are feasting, and they're going to make us work harder by killing a couple of jobs. So I don't know. I got to say it's one of those morale sucks that at least I've seen when I've been in a company that's happened. But it's good news for the stock, and that's what we want to trade on. It's jumping up this morning. Investors like what they hear. We're up over the last consolidation area we had through July. So this looks pretty good this morning, although volume's relatively low. I don't like the price action, but I like the news. So we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah. I want to put it on my list. I'm going to do a secondary on it. It's not a bad ticker, but we just have to see how well it trades, especially for my strategy. So we'll put it on a secondary for now. Let's see what else we find here. This one keeps making our list. SERV, Serve Robotics. I just keep avoiding these guys. Look at it yesterday. Great short, horrible start, by the way. This is just nasty here. Look at this, man. Garbage truck this market open for serve yesterday. It just doesn't make any sense. It does sell down pretty nice, but for the most part, a lot of times we have no shares to short on this thing. So with interactive brokers, at least you're not going to take advantage of this drop here. So I'm not a fan of it, Peter, of looking at this one. Are you having this one on deck today? Do you like it at all?
No, I'm not. There's nothing new on it. Although I still think the news is a little fascinating. We've got here. Let me try and share this. It seems like just people are finding out late the fact that they are partnering with Uber Eats and Shake Shack to roll out their autonomous robots. So if you see one of these little guys coming out, to your door, that could be your food. So I mean, I say little guys because they put like eyeballs on it just to make it look friendly, I guess. I don't know, but it's one of those things that this is where I've also seen videos of people out there like kicking them over on the sidewalks and then stealing the food. So I don't know. We'll have to see how it works. They're rolling it out, and apparently California is the first place that they're going to be doing it. So if you're living in Los Angeles specifically, let us know. I want if anybody's listening and you're living there and you can order a robot meal delivered by Shake Shack, please take a video and send it to me. I would love to see that. I just want to see the rolling up to your door, and I don't how does it work? How does it manage steps and things? I have no idea. But anyways, that's news. It's still dominating the trading on Serve, and it's had a couple of days where it's been moving with a little bit more volume. I don't know what to expect for today. Like, it feels like it should just die down as people figure it out, and then we'll get another spike as the news comes out, whether it's good and it's working, or as I expect, it's not good and things happen. But we'll see. Yeah, again, one of these things, if you're going to be rolling this out, is LA the place you would go to first? Like, outside of Florida, it feels like Los Angeles is one of those places where the crazy things happen. I don't know. It's just
It does. It does. I mean, you need a place where it's populated. You need people, right? You need definitely.
I get that.
You need that. So
seems like
they're going to roll out in
Arkansas,
So yeah.
Well, like roll it out in Seattle. I don't know. Maybe I just have a perception of Seattle being a little less rowdy. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Less rowdy for sure. Walk around Venice Beach and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, less rowdy. But yeah, it looks like the Minion. It looks good. It looks like a Minion.
Mr. T saying you can't be somewhere with snow, so fair enough. And as soon as you get it, all the southern cities are crazy, pretty much. So
that's a good point. Yeah.
Anyways, all right. All right. Okay. We'll see what happens. Hey, we're just spectators.
What happens?
They know their business, I guess. We'll wait and see how it all happens.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we'll skip on that one, guys. BBVA, I'm going to skip on that. Not really in play. Arcade, same thing here. I'm just going to go rolling around here looking for the good ones. ASTA, no. Nike. Let's look at Nike here. So Nike right now, it is up 4.8, 519,000 shares traded. Nice gap this morning on these guys, man. They were in play a few days ago, too. Like, you saw this nice little push here. And today, last night, earnings, Peter, and doing very well today.
No.
I see.
No, it wasn't earnings. At least not that I'm aware of. It wasn't earnings. What I was tracking was that one investment firm called Pershing Square, which is backed by Bill Ackman. You probably know the name Bill Ackman if you've been reading financial news. Has taken a new stake in Nike. Indication that maybe there's going to be some opportunity. Ackman tends to be fairly an activist type investor, and may give a little boost on the board, I presume. I haven't heard whether he's actually getting a board seat, but because he's not really taking that many shares. We're talking about 3 million shares, which is a normal. Is a lot of shares for us normal people. Not that big when you're talking about the total valuation of a company like Nike. So it's a $229 million stake, but that's what's got it, I think, popping a little bit this morning.
Yeah, that's good. He needs to win, man. He wasn't able to get. I remember that last deal. He tried to get a hedge fund together, and that didn't work. It started off good, but then it fell apart. So he needs to win, and this will be good for him there. All right, so there it is. Big reaction on Nike, up 5%, 526,000 shares traded. How good is this news going to trade? I'm not sure. So I will put it here on my secondary list for now. All right, let's take a look. What's happening on ROL this morning? No, shouldn't be on here.
No.
SSL, no, not on here. All right, we'll stop here. Well, I'm going to stop here. I see some good ones. I'm sure you guys are going to mention. I see Amazon. I see MU. I see Dell, Hood. There's a bunch on here, but we're just going to stop here for now. Peter, as far as you, do you have anything on the gap down? Do you want to go over? I'm sorry, gap up.
Gap up. Well, I saw Dell on the list. There's not really any news on Dell. Dell is sort of a latent AI play. I will say it was mentioned in the room by a couple of our traders for not only a high of day breakout, but a beautiful mountain pass, which is one of my signature trades. And I did have a member say, Peter, was this a mountain pass? And I looked at it, I'm like, it was fantastic. And our members alerted us to it. They gave me a heads up, and I didn't look at it. And that was my failure. But yeah, some good trading yesterday on Dell with some decent volume. So there's no real news. I mean, it did get an upgrade from JP Morgan and was named one of their top picks for what that's worth. I mean, that I consider those more marketing exercises than actual investment advice. But it had some movement, and I see that it's gapping up this morning enough to put it on our list with some volume. So if you want to look at it, there it is. One that does have earnings that we haven't talked about from last night, ASTS. This was the SpaceMobile company. They're putting satellites up to do space phones. Well, I mean, your phone won't be in space, but your signal will be bouncing off the satellite and back again. They did have earnings, and it doesn't really matter what their earnings were. It's still early days for them. This is a company that has negative $90 million in annual revenue, so they're not in a profit position. If you've watched what's the show, I forget what it's called now. There's a great show where the guy's like, hey, his team is laying out the model to make money, and he's like, no, I do not want to make money. As soon as you make money, there's an expectation you have earnings. I don't want any of that. I want us to be pre-earnings the whole time. That's how you make the big bucks. No, it's a dramedy. Anyways, whatever the show is, it's I always forget what it's called. Anyways, all right. So ASTS is in that model. If you like it, you can trade it, but it hasn't traded all that well, frankly, over the last little while. Volume is relatively low. But it did have earnings. The other one that did have earnings and can trade a little bit better is JD. JD.com, Chinese retailer. We haven't talked about all these Chinese retailers in a while, but they did have earnings. They had a good quarter. Their profit almost doubled in the quarter. High expectations in this quarter, so they were pretty much just on target. But because they missed revenue despite almost doubling it, but beat on bottom line earnings. So sorry, their profit doubled, not the revenue. So. It's, I don't know, they haven't put out a forecast that I've seen. That's what I'm most interested in. What are they forecasting? And I haven't seen that on JD. It's gapping up. Well, I'll just mention Bubba also had earnings, and it's gapping down. BABA. Okay, sorry, it looked like I was frozen for a minute there. Anyways, BABA gap down. The same story though, right? They also missed on revenue, beat on earnings. Not sure why Bubba is down while JD is up. Frankly, neither one has put out a forward-looking forecast that I've seen. Remember, we talked a couple weeks ago that there is a little bit of a price war going on in China, right? They're all vying for the same dollar. So sort of makes sense that they're all missing revenue. But I'm surprised at the earnings. I would have thought that would have taken a chunk out their bottom line, but looks like they're managing their costs well to manage the price war that's happening. So that's what I had for those. Let's see, anything else? Oh, Deere. How about that? DE. That's the only other one that I had for a gap up on earnings. Little different industry. I like to watch this. Again, this tends to be an indicator of, you only sell more equipment when they think there's going to be more farming and more and things are going fairly well at the front end of that economic chain, the food chain, pun intended. And DE beat their numbers. They had a good quarter. It sold more equipment and brought in more bottom line earnings. So that's good. No real big forecast that I've seen there either. So it looks like there's a little bit of active. Anyways, there's the board has been concerned about the executive team. They really haven't gone public, but informally, there's been a couple of social media comments about this. I don't know whether to believe them or not, whether there's maybe a shakeup coming on that or not. But in the meantime, you can see Deere's price has been, price action has been relatively flat. It's been significantly higher. It's a relatively high price stock, but it hasn't moved very much. If it gets up to 400 and higher, then it would be very interesting. But we've got a ways to go. I mean, this thing typically, I don't know what's the ATR on this is probably about $5, $8, $8.50. So yeah, it's got to have some bigger moves than that for us to get really excited. But that's what I got.
All right. Excellent, Peter. On the gap down list today, let's take a look here. SIGA, down 35%, 2 million shares trade. So we got tons of volume on it. But we've seen this before plenty of times. I don't really like the way it trades. It is on, it was halted at some point today, it looks like here, because I do have a T, meaning that trading has resumed now. But at some point, this stock was halted. So it is shortable, 1.4 million shares there for short. So you could do that. I'm not sure. What's the news, Peter? It got halted this morning for something.
They had some trial results that were released, as is typical. The company said that the results were sort of on par with expectations. The scuttlebutt, the word on the street is that it was not that good. So I don't, let's see here. I didn't look at the stock. Let's see. Can we see where it halted? Looked like it halted real early, like just around 8 o'clock. This morning.
8 o'clock, yeah.
So that's when looks like that's about when the numbers came out. The top line numbers actually came out around 7:30. So there's a little bit of a delay in that. I don't know. This has been on our list in the past, Carlos. I don't recall trading it. I don't like the look of it, admittedly, at this point. 2 million shares traded, however. So it looks like there's some good volume. I'm not sure what to do with it at this point because it's down like 36%. It's a big gap. So this could really go either way at the open. Looks like if you're it isn't a low float, but I'm imagining it's going to trade like a low float. It's sort of on the verge with 40 million shares out there for trade. So yeah, I'd be careful with it if you put it on your list.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, friends. We'll keep going down this list over on YouTube. I'm just going to check something here really quick. I am looking at, okay. So I'm going to try something here. Let's see if you can see this on my screen. But if you click this button right over here, I'm going to show you where it is. If Brent can show you this right over here. It is. There it is. It's a thumbs up. And if you never used this before, it's amazing what it does. When you click this here, just go up. And it just shows you support what we're doing here. We have 495 people watching right now. So if you click on this, that would be awesome. And also, I'm going to check my phone. I'm going to do it myself too. I'm going to check it. And if I check my phone here, I'm just going to log into my bank account, make sure it's completely free. And I think it is. I think you don't get charged for that. So if you want to hit that button, man, that would be awesome. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Your support over on YouTube. With that said, let's look at the next sticker we have here. It's going to be, there we go. Now we're getting some love. Appreciate that. Awesome, guys. Again, you do not get charged completely free. I check my account. Peter, check your account as well. Make sure I'm not delayed. They don't charge international viewers. I want to make sure Canadians don't get charged when they hit that button. Just want to make sure we're good, And if you do that, and if we get 500, we'll give away a laptop today. Andrew will give away a laptop at 10, around 10ish, between 10 and 10:30. Andrew will give a laptop away. So win-win for you guys on that.
Exactly. We had some technical issues yesterday, which is why we pushed it to today. So yeah, if you want that laptop, let's it's laptop day. And we've had a lot of happy winners. Again, Lewis was our last happy winner, and we might give you a little image of Lewis. in a minute or two.
Yeah,
But stay tuned for that. Just to prove, we want you to prove there really are laptops going out there. Like people are getting their laptops. Lewis had a great little
yeah,
video together. So anyways, okay.
yeah. All right, excellent.
Let us.
All right, next
Yeah.
on here, guys, we have looking at CRC today. Nope, not really in play. We'll skip that one. ACHC, we'll go through this very quickly. Nope, that is garbage. We'll skip on that as well. TDY, okay, we're gonna stop here. Bob is the only one that I really like. That what's gapping down. It's not showing on the list right now. It is down just 1.7. It was on here before as it was down lower, but it's the only one that I really like on the gap down list this morning. So I'm going to add that to my list. They can trade very well when they do have news. Today's one of those days, so I will be putting them on my list here. Peter, I know you went over the gap up, and I know you covered some of the stuff in the gap down. Anything else on the gap down you want to cover this morning?
I'll mention just UBS. They don't trade a lot of volume, especially not pre-market, but it is also dual listed. It's a banking group. They are down on news this morning that they're going to be liquidating their real estate fund, their legacy real estate fund, as they're just not finding value in the retail, commercial office space. Basically, office space is what this real estate fund was focused on, and they said it's not going well, so they're going to roll it down, and that's got them gapping down a little bit. It may be an indicator of what may be coming for some of the other banking groups. They're a little bit unique in terms of how they do business compared to a U.S. bank, just because they're not U.S. based. So we'll see what happens with UBS, but that was sort of in the news this morning, and I already mentioned Bubba, like you said, they are gapping down on again, not terrible earnings, but price wars in China, and Alibaba is feeling the pinch a little bit, at least on its stock price. I had a good day yesterday, so I think Baba had a good day yesterday, if I remember. Well, no, they didn't. They almost recovered. But in any event, we'll see how they play today. That's all I have for the gap down list. Most of the Magnificent Seven and the semiconductors all gapping up today. So I think the markets are green. I guess they liked the economic news that we had this morning, right? Because they jumped up and continued a slow, steady climb here as we've been talking since 8:30. So it looks like we're going to hold those gains and see what happens into the open. There's targets out there. I think you've got some good targets to trade from what we've already talked about, and maybe we'll go and see if you guys have other targets you'd like for us to talk about.
Absolutely.
Like
Let's
NVIDIA.
start here with our chat.
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA for sure is going to be on our list. I'm going to add that one on there. You can see it now. Up almost 1%, volume 9.7. Look at the daily lately. It's been doing very, very well. So moving nicely here. So NVIDIA's been on my list, I think, every day for the last 3 months, right? It's just on here.
Yep.
It's just doing that well. Over to chat. I see Amazon was thrown out a couple of times. Benjamin's throwing that one out as well in our members chat here. Up 3%, 1.7 million shares traded. This thing is rocking. I think it wants to close this gap here. I like Amazon today, and Amazon can trade very, very well. And I love when they start like this with this type of volume. It makes it even better, especially for opening range breakouts, right? But Amazon has been a good one. Even middle of the day, there's been just crazy opportunities out of nowhere. It just gets going, but you got to be watching it closely. They'll be on my list today. So thank you, Benjamin, for that one. Cody, NVIDIA to the moon. I don't know. It's on a nice rally. Look at the last 2 weeks, as Peter mentioned earlier. It's been cranking here. So when as low as 90, shout out to the person that bought between 90 and 95 here that loaded up the boat. You're doing very well right now. And it's awesome. It's awesome.
You mentioned Amazon just a second ago. There was a side. It's not going to affect their price, but I thought it was interesting that in Britain, they've actually approved 6 pilot projects, including one by Amazon, to test the use of delivery drones. So we've talked about this. Remember, it was a joke with Amazon. I think it started many years ago as
that was a long time ago. Yeah.
Right. Remember that? It's now a reality. Like they are, and here, open image. So it's a real thing. They're apparently going to be trialing this with Amazon Air coming to potentially a city near you. I don't know, man. It's again, one of these things. I don't know how it's going to work, but hey, Britain has decided that they're going to try a pilot 6 different pilots with 6 different companies. Amazon's one of them. So if you're out there again in Britain, I need all of our people out there. Keep an eye out for me. I'm fascinated as to how this is going to work. Probably it'll be in London first. I'll have to ask my son to keep an eye out for it. Maybe he can order some stuff, see if he can get it delivered by Prime Air.
Yeah. I could see this working very well in New York City. Like this would do awesome in New York City. All these law firms, they send paperwork back and forth to different firms all day long, right? So you can have these taken off from the roof and landing at a different roof and not touching the ground. You don't want this delivering to your house and your dog running into that. It's not a good look at all. So that's not going to work. But for commercial to commercial, that's awesome. I could see that working very well. All right, let's see what else we have. Amazon is good. I like it. Let's go over to our YouTube chat. What do you guys like this morning? Ulta, we did look at. They had earnings. We went over those earlier. Peter mentioned what's going on there. Today, they could be in play. Could be a good secondary for me since we have the space. They normally do not trade very well. Today's their day, though. If they're going to do something, this is the day to do it. They got the volume. They got the gap up. And they can go anywhere from here. They could drop down, close this gap again, or go higher. No, I'm taking this off. I'm trying to be nice to it, but the more I look at it, the dailies just looks horrible. Like you're just not going to get the volume and momentum on that thing. So I'm not putting that on there. But it is in play today as far as how well it can trade. Pig Wrestler is giving us JD. JD's a good one too. It's Bob is the one with the news. JD can actually move on this as well. Could put us a good secondary. We used to trade this stock, Peter, if you remember. Tons. I mean, Baba and JD, and actually we traded JD more than Baba. I mean, JD was one of our usual suspects, so much to the point that I didn't even think it was I thought it was a US stock. I didn't, but that's how much we traded. That's how well we traded it. Like when I first started trading, I had no idea it was a Chinese ticker until later. Because we traded like next to AMD, next to MU all the time, right? So it's on here in play today. 2 million shares traded right now, up 1.1. I'm sorry, up 4.4. We'll see if it can get going at the bell. So thank you, Pig Wrestler, for that one. Costco, we looked at. Walmart's on deck. Dell, Peter did mention Dell. He likes that one for today. There could be some moves on there, so we'll see. We got to wait for the market open on that one. It is a nicey stock, so you're not getting much pre-market right now. So I'm going to put it on my secondary list for the moment. Stefan, you're giving us NU. No.
That was in the news yesterday. But I didn't think they traded that well then.
How did they do yesterday? I mean, they did move. It depends on your trading style, right? I see what you're looking at, though. You're looking at the possible breakout here on the daily. I get it. Second day play. It's 50-50. You have to wait for the market open and see how that's going to play out. For me personally, I don't like it as much. I'll skip it. DE, we spoke about this one already. Again, not for me in the way I trade. One more here. US FD, US Foods. Oh, these guys don't trade that well. They don't trade that well. Nothing going on in the pre-market now. You have to wait for the market open to see what kind of day it's going to have. But the volume on this is so light throughout the day. So you just want to be careful on it. But again, depends on what you're looking to do with it. For day trading, for momentum trading, look at it yesterday. I don't know how you momentum trade this thing, right? So you got to have a different strategy that works for a stock that's not going to get no volume. 2 million shares the entire day, all spread around. It's not even like 1 million in the market open. It's just all over the place. That's a tough trade. But again, depends on your trading style. All right, we'll stop here. Peter, take us into what is happening for today on this beautiful Thursday morning.
All right, it's Thursday, which means we have a whole slate of mentorship sessions for you. So today, it's not about the listed presentations. It's all about mentorship, where we sit and help you with whatever trading challenge you've got. So we start at 11 a.m. with talking about platforms, DAS specifically, and we have. I got that wrong. I was thinking about Monday for some reason instead of Thursday. 11 o'clock, we got John, who does his mentorship session with all those that want to attend. It's usually a fairly small group because everybody's like in the markets. But if you want to sort of break away and get some private mentorship, so one on many, John will be there for you at 11 a.m. in the mentorship room. So hopefully you will join him there. Jared and Megan then talk options at 2 o'clock. Lenny comes back to equities at 4. And then Thor closes out the day as he always does with his mentorship session. It's always great on a Thursday. So, it's attend and you will learn, I promise you. So those are our sessions, 11 a.m., 2, 4, and 8 p.m. today. If you want information on the markets, tradingterminal.com. That's where we'd like you to go. See all you can see. Take in everything your eyeballs can absorb. It's got all the news you would need. It's built for an active trader. We'd love to get your feedback. Hey, one thing, Carlos, about Trading Terminal yesterday, I was in the room. I was like, sometimes you call up a calendar with all the logos on it. I thought you got that from Trading Terminal.
Yeah, it used to be right here. I think our developers have to do this right. It used to be right on here. It's supposed to be there where the entire calendar comes up. So we'll reach out to them and say, hey, let's make sure that's on there.
So it wasn't crazy because I could not.
It's going to look like this. Yeah. If you look at last week, it'll look like this. Top earnings. It'll be right on here. You click on this. This is last week, by the way, so don't get confused. So yeah, they just got to put it on there. So it'll be there on tomorrow. It's a little quick switch they have to hit. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. See, now you know. And now I know. So perfect. Yeah. All right. Let's go take a look at, let's set some levels on some things, and then I'll tell you what our moderators are looking at. And keep in mind, we actually have a couple of things for you today. By the way, not only are we giving away a laptop today, but we rescheduled Kreda, who's going to be doing a psychology webinar today. I believe we rescheduled that. Brent, is that correct? She's going to be here at 10:30. Hopefully.
I don't think. No, I think John is today.
John is today.
But I am not sure. I'm not sure. What was the setup? Brent, what's the email to Kreda? What do we have going on? Brent might be mute. All right, we'll find out. We'll figure it out. We'll do this. We'll do levels. We'll get you guys the information. Yeah. We'll find out what's going on.
No, we didn't reschedule it for today because we had John on for today. We'll have to reschedule.
Okay, we got John on for today. My bad.
I apologize. My internet went out and crashed the stream, so I apologize to everybody for that yesterday.
Yeah,
no worries.
Well, that's all right. We'll reschedule Kreda for another day. All right, let's get to setting those levels. We are running short of time, so let's make it happen. To you, Carlos.
All right, absolutely, guys. We have a Walmart, Baba, Nvidia, and Amazon this morning. Let's hop in here on Walmart today. Again, I think this will be a good one for today. I think it's definitely in play. Great volume, which you normally don't see in the pre-market open. Pre-market hours, 4.4 million shares traded. Love this one this morning. Starting here, high of the pre-market 75, low of the pre-market 65.01. And look at just this range covers. I mean, this range, pre-market high and low today, they cover like 2-3 months worth of trading on Walmart, right? It's just all of this is falling into this high and low here. So it just kind of tells you the range they have put in today. Yes, a lot of it this morning with the drop all the way down to 65, then shooting back up all the way to 75. So as far as levels, you are going to get some from in here. You do have the previous day close. All the highs and lows for the last two trades are just going to be within these levels. So towards the top, I want to mark down 71.27 is a good one. We do have one here, 69.64. Towards the bottom, you're good. You guys, a couple of levels down here as well. I want to see what's above. What's is this all-time high on Walmart? Is that what I'm looking at here? Yes, it is. Wow, it is all-time highs, man. Look at that pop. I don't have anything else, right? Just make sure. Yeah, all-time high on Walmart. So no levels above that pre-market high, friends. That makes it even more interesting when you're hitting all-time highs like this. So pretty cool stuff. Definitely like them this morning. Heavily in play today. Let's look at Baba. So Baba also in play this morning. It hasn't been trading well. Hopefully today they can give us a little bit of a taste of what they used to trade like back in the days here. Well, I say back in the days was like last year or the year before. But we need some of that action hopefully today. 80.16 is the high of the pre-market, just above the previous day close. You see that line right over here. The low of the pre-market is sitting at 75.48, so you have a level there as well. In between here, 77, clearly an area. Right over here, 77. A lot of days slamming into that, so definitely want to have that number there. And then just in case we go into the red and we drop below the low of the pre-market. 74.06 is looking really good. You want to slam a level there. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is high of the pre-market at the moment, 119.55. Looks good. So we're going to slam a level there. Towards the bottom of that, you do have plenty. I'm not going to go crazy adding any levels towards the bottom. The highs and lows of the last two trading days got you covered, so nothing else to do there. The only thing you might want to have, which can be important, is going to be is important actually, is the low of the pre-market, 119.65. Put that one there and you're set. Now looking towards the top here, if we are looking to break out, you do have a level at 121.41 and just one more over at 124.73. Let's look at Amazon, NVIDIA with 10 million, by the way, 10 million shares traded right now. Every morning it's just insane number of shares being traded. Here's Amazon. So Amazon also looking very nice, guys. Looking to get into this gap here. We started yesterday, had struggle on it. Started on Monday, Tuesday, struggled on Wednesday. And today we're looking to finally get into that gap there. So high of the pre-market sitting at 175.19. We'll put a level there. And then if we look towards the top, there's a couple of errors here. There's going to be one right at 180.48. And then right between here, we do have 178.10. Some really great levels off the daily. And that's what Amazon does. Has a really nice daily chart here. So it's very easy to find levels. They're just like sticking out here like a sore thumb. Speaking of thumbs, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Helps us out a ton. We're sitting at, I'm showing 365. I'm going to refresh. Make sure you guys can get that laptop today. We just need 500. It's not a whole lot. 364. Smack that thumbs up and let's get to that 500 number. So yeah, Amazon looking good, guys. I like the volume today. I like the pre-market action. I think this will be one of my favorite ones today for sure. A couple of secondaries, Nike, Cisco, JD, and Dell are sitting down here as well. We just have them ready in case any of these big ones that are on the top do not trade very well. Notice too, one more thing before we go to our members, moderators list. Everything in the green. Baba slightly, NVIDIA slightly, but everything in the green right now. Even our secondary list, except for Baba, right? And even then, Baba is climbing out of this hole they created at 75.48. So even that's looking good here this morning. Quick look at the SPY. SPY is rocking, maintaining that pop that it received this morning. So are the Qs. All right, let's take a look at what our moderators are looking at this morning with Peter, and then we'll head over to Brian and Andrew trading live, taking you guys through the market open.
Yeah, there's a lot of commonality on our moderators lists, as you can see. Most people are watching Tesla. A lot of people are watching NVIDIA. What's new on the list, I won't go through it one by one, just in the nature of time, but Baba's on a lot of lists. I see Nike on a few lists, including my secondary. I'm going to be watching those. I noticed that Walmart is on a few lists here. I'm not watching Walmart just because, like I said, Walmart and I don't get along, at least from a trading perspective. But if you want to watch it, absolutely. Pierre's added Google to his list, which is unique. Megan and Brian are watching Amazon, as is Mike. I mentioned that one IPO, but I don't think it's going to open today. It doesn't look likely to open, this YXT, but I will let you know if it happens. It's been a very quiet week for IPOs. Moving down the list here, I noticed that common. Andrew's just in with his list. He is also watching Walmart. He even put a commentary in there. Earnings, it blew up. So we'll see if he can get something out of Walmart. He tends to default back to his standard, which are the NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla. And he did add JD and Cisco on his list. So we'll see what happens with all of those. So whatever you've chosen for your list, just trade smart, trade your strategies, and hopefully you will have a good day with it. That's what we want for everybody. It's just a good, strong trading day. Whether any individual trade works or not, you never know, right? So don't worry, don't sweat it. Over the long run, it's all about trading smart, and that will lead you to success over the long term. So good luck today with whatever you do. We're going to get ready for live trading. We do have a speaker. John, as I understand, going to be speaking at 10:30, and we're giving away a laptop if we can get the right number of likes. So, Andrew's always asking for those. So let's get there, everybody, and we can give away another laptop like we did with Lewis last week. So maybe this would be the opportunity, if we have a minute here, just to show you Lewis and his happy laptop. I don't know if you've cut that video down or what you've got. I saw it being queued up there. Maybe Brent, you can make her a go.
Yeah, do we have the video? I haven't seen the video.
I got the video. We can play it right now.
There you go. Let's do it.
Hey guys, it's Lewis here. I'm 27 years old and I'm from the south coast of England in a town called Bournemouth. I'm the very lucky winner of the Bare Balls Trader free laptop giveaway on YouTube, and I'm going to go collect it now. Join me.
That's awesome.
Wait, he's giving away Macs? I had no idea.
This is my
That
brand
is
new
insane.
MacBook.
Buy whatever
Love
you
it.
want.
I'm grateful for Andrew and everyone at Bare Ball Traders for giving this to me. This will certainly help me with my trading career, especially as I travel and trade at the same time. My experience at Bare Ball Traders has been brilliant. I graduated from university receiving a first-class degree in accounting and finance. After this, I moved back home and joined a local financial advisor company where I was a trainee financial advisor for 3 years. After working and completing some exams, I decided there's more to life than the same four walls, right? As a result, I quit my job and travelled the world with my girlfriend. As we were sitting there on the beautiful beaches of Thailand, I opened this book that you may know called How to Day Trade for a Living. This book gave me an excellent introduction to the world of day trading stocks as opposed to investing in them. After completion of this book, I decided to take the next step and join Bare Ball Traders. After joining Bare Ball Traders, I completed the education section on their website, as well as joining the live stream every day. This process was extremely useful to get up to the speed of day trading and the technology used to do it, such as Dash Trader Pro. I feel like this accelerated my journey and put me on the right path. After this, I joined the last bootcamp at Peak Capital Trading. This experience allowed me to focus on just one strategy and develop it and backtest it. I'm now on my way to being able to complete my dream of being able to trade and travel at the same time, which is why I joined trading in the first place. I just want to say thank you once again to Andrew and everyone at Bare Ball Traders for giving me this laptop. Thank you very much and peace.
There you
That
go.
is
Thank you,
awesome.
Lewis.
Awesome, man.
Congrats. And
Enjoy that.
enjoy that laptop. So yeah, sort
Awesome.
of cool.
Very nice of you.
He even gave us the
Yeah.
little trip. So all right, guys, we're about 3 minutes away from the open. We'll hand you over to Andrew and Brian to live trade. So gentlemen, good morning and take it away.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, this was not asked for. I mean, we asked for a small, short video, but he did a full promo for us. It was like kind of a scripted. So he was reading from a script.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah,
good
he
for
did a
you,
great
buddy. Good
job.
for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
good for
And he's
you.
an Apple man, too.
The idea, it was Apple. Yeah, he wanted the MacBook. So the idea here is to help you during the process. Obviously, I don't need your money, but the idea is to help you, and helping people during the way. It just feels good. And all the best. And again, remember, Luis, you are a trader now, but you're one bad trade away from blowing up everything. So it's very important to stay humble and make sure that you manage the risk all the time.
Stay humble. Yep. Google went red. Interesting.
So the market blew up because Walmart sales, the retail sales have gone up significantly.
Well, I think-
So all the fears
Yeah,
are
just-
because of the. Go ahead, Brad.
Yeah, I think retail sales came in pretty strong, which sort of put a nail in the idea that the consumer is weak. And I think jobless claims came in a little bit light, which also put a little bit of a nail in the idea that unemployment is really ticking up. But then, I don't know, it seems like this would give the Fed some reason to pause further on raising rates. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they're actually going to pause, or
lowering rates.
Definitely start lowering without cracking the economy. So I think 0.25% next month is 100% now. That's
Pretty
why the
much.
bonds are also dropping, so the yields are going higher. That fucking U.S. economy
TLT
is
is up.
amazing.
Yeah, TLT is down, which means all the bond yields are up this morning. So anyway, yeah, Qs are on just basically almost high of pre-market. Same with the SPY. It looks like it's going to be another strong day. So
Tesla is a tool.
yeah. I always hate it when it gaps up so strong like this. I don't know if I'm reluctant to chase it here on this strong move, but we'll see if we get any kind of pullback at the open.
All right, guys, getting ready for a really good day. If you get to 700 likes, we give 1 laptop away. If you get to 1,000 likes, 2 laptops today.
Right. Here we go.
All right, let's go. Let's see where the money is. Let's make some money together.
See where we go.
Amazon,
Baba's popping a bit. Tesla's looking good. Nvidia's dropping.
Wal-Mart is interesting. NVIDIA is coming to VWAP. It could be opening range breakup if it comes up. Tesla is super strong.
Amazon is breaking out.
Yeah, NVIDIA went red. Idiot. Semis are in the wrong direction. Tesla is strong.
Yeah, semis.
Guys, you can see my screen. You should be able to see my screen, everybody, in the chat room, not in YouTube. YouTube, you better come up with a one bar.
NVIDIA went red.
I know. I can see it.
Oh, there goes Tesla's really popping off here.
Super strong. I just didn't get an entry on it.
No.
Choose.
Taking a long on Baba at 78.90. Let's just see if we can get to PDC.
NVIDIA, I'm long NVIDIA. It's coming above the VWAP, small size, only 3,000 shares. If it closes above the VWAP, I'll go long. 118.38. Let's see what it's going to do. It's not quite 1 minute opening range breakup, but Tesla, man. Tesla is the trade of the day. Right, I'm getting out of NVIDIA. Stop that on NVIDIA, guys. This is not ready for it.
Okay, I'm selling some Baba here. 79.44. Here we go.
JD's night. Tesla's was great, which we missed it.
Selling some more Baba, 79.80.
Brian went long Baba. I haven't lost an NVIDIA. Let's see if NVIDIA eventually also comes back up or not.
Yeah, look at Tesla. Tesla's ripping. Tesla's got some orders at 209 and 210.
I know. It just doesn't give us a pullback either. I want to get into lost. Tesla's.
Here we go. 80. Just selling some more Baba at 80.
Cisco is also super strong. I should have gone to Cisco instead. NVIDIA is doing a really garbage thing. Stock is going to go to 210, huh?
There's some orders there. I think we'll get a pullback right now to back to 208.
SPY and Qs are doing some stuff. Thinking of getting back into NVIDIA. I'm getting back in NVIDIA. Let's see if stays above the VWAP 118.40. If you can hold above the VWAP, potentially it can be 1 minute open range breakup. 5 minutes, my close is a doji. Although it's kind of flat, it's not really super up and down. But what I like about NVIDIA is the order flow. It's just amazing. I love the order flow. Always there's so much liquidity going in and out. TNA is going up, which is good for us, for our life. Above 118.90, I might add more on NVIDIA. Looks like it's going up. I'm adding a little bit here. Let's see if you can 5 minutes opening range break up. See if higher pre-market is about 119.20. Let's see if you can go there. All right, here we go. Should I partial? One more pop.
Nice pop.
Let's see if we can get one more push. Yes. Yeah. No, don't do that to me. You can do it. Tesla is also doing an ABCD pattern, potentially breakout.
Yeah,
I
got long a little Tesla.
Tesla also looks like
on
it.
That pullback.
Shit, I got greedy on NVIDIA. I should have partial. Greed, man. Greed destroys lives. Oh, there you go. It's gonna.
Here we go. Here we go on Tesla as well. I'm going to sell some 209.50.
It's going to drive us crazy. Should officially partial, but
still holding below about a quarter of what I had in BABA, just to see if we can get to 81. There goes Tesla. There we go.
Yeah, Tesla 210. I'm telling you, Tesla 210 wants to
sell some more. I'm sure Paris is in this trade. Paris, tell me you're in this trade. Tesla.
Let's see if NVIDIA can go to above 119. I should partial right now. I'm partialing a little bit because I have a big size on it and I have a loss. Oh, there you go. So I'm partialing on NVIDIA, guys. So I'm back to profit on the day. So I made the losses back plus some change. I still have a big size on NVIDIA. My average is 118.44. If you can break out the hour pre-market, I die a rich man. Andrew Aziz is a rich man. On my grave.
I'm just selling some more BABA. 80.50.
Coming up too. Coming up.
Tesla. Ooh, nice. Traded on Tesla as well. Nice one. Oh, Paris. Here we go. We're going to 210. Come on, baby. Give me 210.
You guys don't like laptop on YouTube? You don't like? You have all
there we go.
Laptop? So Tesla 210. Awesome.
Okay, just about to exit the rest of BABA. So we're right at yesterday's high. So I'm all out there.
So what we see here is that higher pre-market 119.37. As you see, we kind of struggled it there. So I'm out of it. I have still a significant amount of NVIDIA in my account. AMD popped up too.
Guys, who traded BABA? Who traded BABA with me? Hopefully a few people caught that. It was a nice move.
Eamon usually trade BABA really well.
Yeah.
Is Eamon
nice, guys. This was my what I call my Phoenix trade.
I'm adding a little bit more on NVIDIA. Although NVIDIA is really iffy, my new average is at 118.70. Let's see if you can break another thing. Oh, yes. If you can break the high pre-market, would be nice. AMD is going up. Let's see if NVIDIA can break up toward 119.50.
All right.
Where did you get Baba from in your list?
Baba was gapping down, but it was this is my Phoenix, what I call my Phoenix trade, which is a gap down, but trading above the VWAP. And it just looked like it was going to be strong going into the open. So I was looking for a move at least back to PDC, and then we just kept going. Now we're at 81. You don't see these very often, but I've got four sort of patterns that I watch for when I'm trading the market open. Rising Devil is obviously one we watch. You still in Baba? I think it's going to struggle here a little bit. Just because it's at a level yesterday's high. All right, so now we're getting some selling. Sellers are showing up. Iceberg on the ES.
I hope all the sellers die. We like only buyers.
Let's pay attention to what Thor's saying. Okay, I'm flat right now. No positions.
I'm only in NVIDIA. Let's see if NVIDIA can survive this pullback. SPY strong. Looks like I'm not going to survive this pullback on NVIDIA. Maybe I do. It looks like NVIDIA is.
It kind of stalled out at the pre-market high there on NVIDIA.
Yeah, exactly. Put the line up there too on my chart. 119.37-ish is the high of pre-market. It's kind of bouncing back on it. So it's still strong. Looks like it wants to go back for the high of the day.
Yeah. Well, there's still about a bunch of orders up there.
Let's see if NVIDIA can break down.
Yeah, let's see how it. Let's see how AMD and NVIDIA contend with that high that we rolled over from.
So today, pop-up was also non-farm payroll jobs, or
yeah. Yeah, every Thursday we get jobless claims. So I think they came in kind of light.
So people still have jobs, huh?
People aren't going to the unemployment office.
Jared is long NVIDIA. That's interesting. That's a good thing to. Come on, NVIDIA. Have a bad day for NVIDIA. Yeah, there you go. Tesla when there's going back for the half the day. Wow, Tesla spread like a bus. Disney is hitting the scanner. What's up with Disney? Disney is up. Amazon is up. BA is holding. Kind of a very weird 5-minute candlestick. It's kind of quite weird. Tesla was the trade of the day. Tesla was the trade of the day. Hopefully, break out some Tesla was nice.
Yeah, I caught part of that move, but not all of it.
No, Cisco, no. Power, no. Meta, let's see what Meta doing. Meta is up to. AMD is coming back up for the high of the day. Hopefully, NVIDIA learn. There you go. Oh, AMD is going to break the high of the day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, AMD and NVIDIA follows. I'm still long in there. Tesla went for the break of high of the day. Looks like NVIDIA wants to go too.
Yeah, Baba's breaking out here from that yesterday high level.
Brandon is long NVIDIA.
Seem to be stuck in a bit of a range here. See what happens.
Yeah. It didn't trade from the beginning of the day. It wasn't trading super nice. So it's super choppy. Look at the candlesticks on 1 minute is so big and big doji. And, it's not gapping up or down that much either. So that's why Tesla is up now 5%. Yeah, most likely I'm going to get a stop out on it because this looks like super choppy. AMD also came back. Yeah, Tesla was the trade of the day. Super nice. Very nice.
Yeah, why am I not still in that? Should be still in there.
It ran up so fast. I was waiting for a pullback.
Yeah, I had to just take that little bit of a pullback we got after about 2 minutes.
If NVIDIA wants to break out or not. I can sell everything now for a little bit more profit, or I can just pray to the universe that NVIDIA is popping up. Which one do you think, Brian?
I don't know. Like I said, it just seems like the SPY is kind of testing the VWAP here. Qs are still strong. AMD is just trying to hold the VWAP. I kind of feel, I wouldn't short it, but it feels like AMD wants to drop. Could be wrong.
Here we go.
I'm not going to bet on it. And there goes NVIDIA.
We're going, Brian. Look at this. It's partial 1950. Love that. I get out more on it. One more. One more, Pop. Don't be like that. One more.
AMD's got a lot of orders, 144, 145.
Use broke the high of the day. Meta. Should go in Meta. Amazon most likely wants to go up too. Yeah, Tesla is the trade of the day. Trade of the day.
Okay, I got long a little bit of AMD here. I think it looks like it's going to break out.
Yeah, it's going. Cues are hitting and going, and this is scanner. So Excel doing pretty good too. I sold all of my Excel.
There we go. Just selling some 97, 92, and 43.92. Come on, baby. There we go. Sold some
Excellent.
more.
120. Can we get to 120? At the high of 120.27 is a very important level. If you can get there, I would retire from trading. How's everybody doing in YouTube? Long Tesla, 199. Nice, Savesh. That is the way to go. Walmart low of the day, huh? Getting out more. Too early to short. Yeah, Mr. T, be careful of shorting Tesla. This is the train has gone very significantly. You need a very good sign of weakness if you want to short it.
Look at Baba go. Jeez.
Oh, it's up 3%, huh? Wow. From red.
Yeah, from red. Classic Phoenix trade.
Classic Phoenix trade. Nice, Ellie. Ellie made really good money in the chat room.
Sell some more here. 144.11. Looks like Nvidia's going to 120.
Yeah, 120. I'm ready to sell more. I have 4,000 shares of NVDA left. 120 would be a very good place to unload some.
Huge order at 120.
Yeah, 120 is a round number too, so huge order sitting.
Look at the time and sales. Like it is just like flying.
Yeah, that's what I like about NVDA. The order flow on it is just amazing, which is always nice, but it's also very deceiving. You want to get into that. Right, let's see if 120. So we're going to go for an NVIDIA 120. SPY is going up too, making new highs. Qs are making new high of the day. SPY is also going slowly. All right, here you go. Look at this huge ask sitting on 120. Come on, I got you. Come on, I'm going to get you.
Get you.
Up there. Oh, look at this. I got this beautiful screenshot. Let's go pop up 10 cents above. Look at that. 10 cents. 1, 2, 3. It's going to pop to 120.13. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, go. Shit. Go now. There you go. Pop up 10 cents from.
Here's 120.
120. Yeah, exactly. Look at the volume. Did you see the volume in there? Time and sales showing them.
4.2 million shares in 2 minutes.
1,000 shares of that volume was me. I went to history. Left.
Amazon is breaking out.
I told you go too long Amazon. Meta 2 probably on. Meta 2.
I think Amazon because they're more retail, right?
Exactly. Yeah, well, I had a pretty good day, guys. I'm sitting right now at $15,000 with some NVDA left. Let's see if we can get to 120.27. And I think I'm gonna die a rich man.
Amazon's has got a gap to fill.
Right, so 120.15, partialing out, 120.27 is the trade that you want to get. That was easy. Good. Very nice trading, guys. Very nice. We all together killed it. So you saw that big ask on the 120 on NVDA on the bookmap, yes?
Yep. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a good attitude in life. Hell yeah. It was up 2%. SPY 122.
Man, investors are excited this morning, that's for sure.
Risk on. Risk on.
Risk on, baby.
Risk on. Wow, Tesla is, man. Risk on, baby. All right, so I think what time is it? 10. I think I'm pretty good with the trading. So here's my position, guys. As you can see, I still have 2,000 shares of NVDA, close position $15,000, unrealized 3,000. TNA was up, it came down. IWM lost a lot of gain. So we are sitting on a good situation here. I think NVIDIA give us R4 would be nice, 120.37. It's also a daily level. YouTube guys didn't like laptop, no? 631 likes. Oh, no laptop. For you guys. Oh, it popped up. NVIDIA popped up.
Yep. We're right at R4, which is 120.27.
It should have added more actually. Oh, look at that. Oh. Wow. SPY is breaking new highs. Baby. You got to be kidding me. This is so good.
Almost feels like panic buying today.
I know, it looks like it. Look at the Qs. Look, it goes up like a penny a stock. The 100 biggest companies in the world are going up like a penny a stock.
Nice one, Will. Stick with it.
Right, so I'm gonna sell more some NVIDIA here. I like to get to a $20,000 profit even. Oh, sure, there you go. AMD 145 screaming.
Yeah,
Paris in Amazon. Nice.
Amazon was a nice trade. Took a while to get going, though.
Amazon, yeah. Amazon it did, as you see, Paris also struggled a little bit. Eventually at
Yeah,
951.
chopped around for the first 20 minutes or so before it's decided to break out.
Nice.
A little bit of a pullback here on NVIDIA.
If we look at NVIDIA, I think we're pretty happy. I'm almost out of it. Honestly, I don't have any shares left on it. What's that, Brian? Who is it, Brian? Release that boy. Who is that guy? As far as I know, you didn't have a little boy at home.
No.
Right, market's up.
It's the goats we keep in the backyard.
Ghost in the backyard. Huh?
Goats.
Guys, I had a pretty good day. I'm almost out of it, actually. I'm all out of NVDA. So it's a very good situation. Guys, we had 2 more people sign up for Colombia, Nick and Scott. So Scott is our the magician who you saw in Florida, and it comes to all of our events. And Nick has been a full-time trader since 5 years, 6 years ago, with his sister Mikhaila. So it's going to be amazing. And dude, guys, the money that you're spending for the quality that you're getting is going to be amazing, because it's a pool of traders, so you will share all the cost. Like you pay how much? $200, $250 a night for the quality. I think it's worth it.
What's not to love?
Oh, there you go. Scotty Hypnotist are here. I don't know if Nick is in the chat room or not. Nick is in my book too. I pulled the story of Nick in my second book, which was back in 2018.
Story of what?
Yeah, a story that how he's making money $1,000 a day from the scanners that we have. I screenshot one of his emails there.
Perfect.
Jared is coming. Jared. Oh, Nick, there you go. Nick Morse. There you go, here. Nick is here. Hey, buddy. Jared is coming from his natural habitat. Megan.
Jared.
And, her.
Yeah. What's not to like about that? Seeing Jared.
There are a few spots left. Release him, Brian, before FBI catches you. What is that? Never heard of that noise. So, Alex, laptop giveaway today, but unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna do it because we didn't get to 700 likes. People don't like liking videos. Oh, fear riders. These YouTube people are fear riders. Right, here we go, Brian. Brian is gonna go take care of it.
You're gonna have to move to the basement. No, honestly, it's this somewhat bratty kid that lives next door.
Did you take care of the kid?
I did.
What kind of shady thing is going on over there? I don't know.
And I don't know. I think she has some problems. We call it instead of hammer time, we call it Hannah time because that's what her name is.
Right, so let's see what NVIDIA is doing. Pulling back, market did drop a little bit.
Yeah, market's dropping. Ooh.
Your BABA is still going up.
Yeah, Baba's not giving it up. What did JD end up doing? Wow, ARM went up a lot today.
SOXL is up 38%. Why did I sell all my SOXLs? Why?
Yeah, that was that ran a lot.
So let's see. Market is pulling back. IWM lost 1%. Guys, for next year's summit for Vancouver, we want to have the TEDx event inside the University of British Columbia. It's actually a very beautiful campus. So 1 day over there and 2 days on Paradox Hotel. And the reason for that is at Vancouver. We want to put 1 day at the University of British Columbia. So people, you should have to take an Uber to come to the University of British Columbia, which is about 20 minutes drive. But it's a very beautiful campus. I like people come to see my alma mater. So we could have in the hotel, but I want people to just go somewhere else. Like I like to go big campuses of the university. Like in October, we're going to have a Boston meetup. I like to go to see Harvard and MIT. I've been there to the campuses, but I really like that. That's the place of knowledge. So are you okay with that? 1 day in University of British Columbia, inside the campus, full day, TED event, lunch, everything. And then we come back for the dinner to hotel and 2 days at the hotel. Is it better? Or you want everything all in one place? Hell yeah. I like Kai. Hell yeah.
Would you mean just spending the day at UBC, or would you?
Yeah,
you're not
full
talking
day at
about
UBC from breakfast, lunch, all the events.
But you're still staying at the Paradox or wherever, right?
Yeah. You book your hotel in Paradox for the day. You come to UBC. You see the campus. It's a very beautiful campus. and then for the dinner, we go back to the hotel, and then 2 days conference that we have inside the hotel.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Andrew and Brian, we have reached 700 likes.
All right.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Guys, if you want to be part of the laptop draw, you have to like it if you want to be. If you don't like it, you're not going to be part of the draw. So I know you don't want to do it for me, do it for yourself. If you don't like it, you're not being part of it, because the program catches people who likes. You know that. We explained that before. Now they're coming. Yeah, the likes are coming.
Well, you said 1,000 for 2 laptops, right?
Yes.
I can't believe we haven't pumped up to there. Oh, now those likes are pumping.
I know.
All right.
Right. So we're going to get to 1,000. So we're going to give 2 laptops. All right. So let's find another trade. NVIDIA is coming down. While likes are coming.
Kind of feels like we're pulling back here. I'm not sure that. I'm not sure this is a shift in the trend, but we definitely got a big pullback going on. We've got 920 on both the Qs and the SPY. Sort of 920 right now on NVIDIA. So we're getting a nice bounce off the 20 EMA on NVIDIA.
NVIDIA is coming back up. It's holding. IWM is also coming back up slowly. All right, guys. 150 likes. We give away 2 laptops.
Baba's pulled back to the 20 EMA on the 2-minute chart, which is an area where it could bounce. But
Tesla is going back for the Tesla's beautiful price action today. As much as I hate Elon Musk, Tesla is a very beautiful price action. Look at that.
I don't understand. I mean, this just shows that it's just a meme, continues to be a meme stock this people go to, because there's no reason why Tesla should be up like this, based on the data.
It's just they love Elon Musk. People love Elon Musk.
Some people do. Just got long a little bit of Baba for a 920 here. Just see if we can get pop back up. This is more of a scalp than anything. See if we can get back to the 9 EMA. Should be about 30, 81.30.
Elon Musk, if the President Trump gets elected, Elon Musk is going to take SpaceX public. I think one of the reasons that Elon Musk has gone all in on President Trump is just he wants these federal contracts for SpaceX and then public. He's going to public SpaceX maybe in 2 years.
It's kind of scary that a private company has so much control over sort of the whole space industry. It's not a great thing.
Well, Blue Origin is the Amazon one is also a competitor, but they're not as successful as getting contracts from NASA.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
I think SpaceX is gonna public his IPO SpaceX because they reach out to these small family offices to invest. Like they reached out to me too, so that if you want to invest in the pre-IPO, I didn't invest, but I think it's gonna public it. They just need a couple of big NASA projects that hopefully President Trump gives it to him, then public. Right, NVIDIA is going back for the period high of the day.
I don't know, volume's dropping off on a lot of these AMD. The volume's really dropping.
The time of the day too, like the time of the day is
Yeah.
so good. Guys, I have a question for you. How are you losing your money in trading? This is so easy. Like we're trading it live in front of you. And I still look at this funded account. A lot of them are losing money. How do you lose your money? Like that requires a certain expertise. Really wondering about that. All right, NVIDIA is struggling up there. Come on, IWM,
Yeah, I
go
mean,
up. I have a lot of TNA. So I have this TNA that I got, I sold some puts last week. I got assigned 39.26. I sold puts at 40. Then I got assigned. So with the premium that I collected, turned out to be 39.26. I was up like $7,000 this morning. Like I didn't sell. So maybe IWM was going to continue the rally, but it didn't. Oh, there you go. It came green. I'm going to get out of it maybe today or tomorrow if we can get a rally.
I'm just going to sell this BABA. It doesn't look like. There we go.
Yes. Okay. Colombia. Okay. I'm going to post the Colombia tree. Honestly, we're going to close it very soon because we really don't have any space. Well, what you can do is if you buy now and you decided not to come, you can transfer your ticket to someone else. So you can ask someone in the chat room, anyone who, because a lot of people make decision closer to the date, you can transfer your ticket to someone else. No refund, but because we're going to book everything, but you can transfer your spot to someone else that is available. A lot of people like myself, I won't commit. I can never commit to a trip like 3 months in advance. I'm a very last minute decision, except this one because we are organizing it. But if anything changes in your life, by then you blew up your account or you got divorced or your kids left you, then you can transfer your ticket to someone else. So I fly on the November 30th, land in Medellin on 30th. I have to check with my folks today that actually our booking starts from December 1st or 30th. I think it starts from December 1st. So if you come in December, I go one day earlier to make sure everything's great. If you fly December 1st in Medellin, we pick you up from there. So everything is included. You don't need any pesos in your pocket. Everything is included, including the domestic flight that we catch. And believe me, I'm going to lose money on that. Yes, Sunday, December 1st. Yeah. Try to be there Sunday, December 1st. I think we get the penthouse from December 1st, all the way go with the December 8th. And then it ends at Cartagena. So the trip ends in Cartagena. So if you want, you got to take another flight from Cartagena to Medellin, $100 or something, and then fly out from there. Or you can go to Bogota and fly out. Or I stay a little bit longer in Colombia. I want to go to Amazonia. I've never been to Amazonia. So I probably fly down to Amazonia for a couple of days. I want to see spiders and all sorts of animals. Brian is coming. Brian never says no to having fun.
Never say no.
Brian, When it comes to free food and free party, Brian is always in.
Going, yeah, you have to learn to say yes. Say yes to any adventure.
Nice. All right, Chris coming. Chris Milgren, welcome, buddy. I'm looking forward to spend some time together.
It's that living my best life. Say yes.
Yeah, Duran. Yeah. You can bring with your wife and partner. The whole point is actually like a family retreat. Like Pierre lives there, his girlfriend lives there too. His girlfriend is helping us. I might bring a girlfriend. Brian doesn't bring his wife, I know. Peter, I'm not sure. Lenny has his girlfriend there. Megan is coming with her partner.
No, her partner's not coming.
Oh, Megan wants to have fun. That's not a bad idea either. Mike is bringing his wife. Mike is bringing wifey. Avi is coming. Avi, I don't think Avi is married anymore. So Paris is coming. I don't know if he brings anyone or not. A lot of people maybe plan to find someone there. Bogota, Medellin. Peter, that is a very difficult flight. Bogota to Montauban to Montreal, Medellin. Stops. All right, I don't think I'm gonna take any trade, guys. It seems that Tesla is still going up. I think I'm good with with live for today. We're gonna see if you get to 1,000 likes. No, we're gonna give one laptop, but if you get 120 more likes, we're gonna give 2 laptops.
Wow, Tesla is still breaking out here. High of day. Crazy.
Yeah, Tesla is pretty good. Really, really nice trading. I think the trade of the day was Tesla, which Brian took some. NVIDIA turned out to be eventually good. Zero was crazy. Baba was also a very nice trade that Brian took. This Rising Phoenix.
Yeah.
So what was it called?
Yeah, Baba was my best trade.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it to 1,000.
If you're not gonna make it, huh? I think, Brent, what you should do, you should get some of these bots to come and like our videos. Buy some bots.
That's not my department. Also, do you really want to give away 2? That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I have money. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I have a lot of money. That's the attitude.
Well, we have like another 107 to go, so, and we have to do it soon because we have a guest coming up at 10:30. John is going to be presenting.
Yeah, come on, guys, press it.
Oh, there you go. John is coming on.
All right, so NVIDIA is popping up. I'm selling some more NVIDIA 120.72.
Yeah, AMD is not doing as well here.
All right, shall we go for the laptop? How many likes?
Only 911.
916. Damn.
915. Yeah.
911. What a
I think
number.
we cut it off here. Maybe next time.
Number. Come on, guys. Are you letting Brent cut you from another laptop?
Well, the one you're giving away today was for yesterday, so.
Why are you worried? It's my pocket.
True. I shouldn't worry at all.
Like I like to pay like that guy, Mr. Beast, bastards.
Well, I don't think you want to be Mr. Beast right now. There's been a lot of negative
Why not?
news on him lately.
What? Really? Why? What is it for?
I don't think I can get into it. Sure, or should we get on it on the stream? But there's just been some flack about possibly bringing in a lot of
being held in captivity.
Sexual harassment.
Children.
No, not him personally. That's why I think we shouldn't talk about it, because that could lean into the news side of me is saying unless we properly editorialize what we say about it, we could get in trouble. But there has been also questions about lotterizing a lot of his games for children, which is allegedly could be illegal, I should say. Allegedly is a key word here in some states.
Like in reality, anyone with some sort of online presence eventually come up something out of it.
Oh yeah, the higher your eyes, the bigger the fall, right?
There was a really good movie, really good movie. I highly recommend to watch this movie. It's called, I think, Tor. What was the movie? About the lady that was Tar. You gotta fucking watch this movie, guys, multiple times. I watched it 3 times because it's a very fast-paced movie. It's this movie is about the nature of the power and fame in the modern life. Is about Kate Blanchett that plays in there. Is about the story of a successful symphony leader in Berlin and how exactly this sexual harassment and allegation takes her up and down. It's amazing. Watch this movie because it's a very fast-paced movie. So you learn a lot, first of all, about the classic music. Second of all, is what happens it's just the nature of the power and fame in the modern world and how one tweet can really destroy your life. So this is a really, really good movie. I watched it first in the plane. I said, wow. And then I had to watch it again with subtitle and it's based on a true story. It's based on a true story of back in the 90s. There was one very famous conductor, that happened. And so any person with this level of popularity, you just need one thing to everybody turns their way around it. The Me Too moment kind of lost his thing, but again, what happens to Kevin Spacey and so many other people in this industry and stuff. Anyways, watch it today, guys. Watch it today. This is an amazing movie. I usually don't recommend the good movies to anybody, but this one is one of those movies that I really, really enjoy. The title is Tar, T-A-R. Is the name of that person. Actually, you can share it in my screen that you can see. So we do one laptop now. Let's see if you guys can pull it for another 60 likes for the second round. All right, ready?
Here we go.
We're good to go.
I'm not connected. How do I not connect it? I'm disconnected.
Right.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get the participants.
Ready.
Let's go. Brent, Brent,
Yeah, I want a new laptop.
Yeah, let's see. You are in there. Let's go. Let's go. You guys can see my screen. Yeah, not high quality. Press the like. Press the like to be in there. Press the like. And watch the movie Tar. I'm gonna get a commission on that.
Mhm.
Come on, 24 more likes for the second one. Boom. Julio Lavale or Julio Lavale, whatever who is, we need a video like Louis Baldwin, please. That would be nice. I appreciate that. 20 more likes. I'm pressing the like myself too. So let's see if you can get there. Yeah. Congrats.
Okay,
All
I'll
right. So I
press.
guess
Nice.
we do the 1,000. We never had 1,000 likes actually. If you can get 1,000 likes, would be very nice. Our videos.
Come on, we
No,
can
that
pump these
chance.
numbers
20
up.
more likes. All right. So we don't have it. All right. That's awesome, guys. Congratulations. So we're gonna go to John. Yes.
Yep. You should be on momentarily, and we're going to have Peter. I think he's just still logging on.
Fuck this so Excel, man. Look at Brian. This is so Excel. I had to leave it. Leave that. Let the
know.
winners run. You sell it, man.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, I see. What's happened? Okay. One sec.
Oh, we got 986 now.
Okay, we're going to switch off you guys. Have a good day trading, and we're going to go to Peter and John.
All right.
So
Q's and
close.
SPY.
So close. All right, I'm back. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a good morning of trading so far. Still lots of trading to go in the day. No matter what Andrew says, there's great trading to be had after the open. So, but we have with us a special guest. John, good morning. How are you?
What do you mean by special, Peter?
You're extra special every
There's
day.
different definitions of that. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Well, not like your mama thinks you're special.
Okay.
Meaning it's an extra, exciting day for me because you're here.
Gotcha. How does this work? Are we in the chat room and YouTube or just YouTube?
Well, we're
just on YouTube.
on this
Just
VMix,
in
which
YouTube.
is then broadcast to both the chat room and YouTube at the same time. But I think what we do is we switch over, so it's just YouTube now, and then Andrew and Brian will talk to the chat room. So
Gotcha.
just
Gotcha.
YouTube.
Yeah. So I don't know what we're talking about today. It was a good trading day, though. I took 2 trades. One on NVIDIA. Three trades. One on NVIDIA that didn't really do what I wanted, and which did break out eventually, and 2 trades on Tesla, both of which worked, but one worked a lot better than the other. So it's a good day because I got other things to do today, and this is what I like about day trading is sometimes finishing early, so it kind of opens up your day to do some other stuff.
Well, it does if you open up your day, and that's, I think, what we can talk about just for a couple of minutes. There's different styles of trading out there, everyone, and Andrew and Brian are experts at trading the open. John, your strategy primarily, I would say, works at the open because you trade the high of day breaks, which work well when you've got a lot of momentum behind them, but not exclusively, right? I mean, you do trade a little bit later in the day sometimes if the market lends itself to it. Is that right?
A lot less than I used to. I'm really kind of grown weary of hanging out all day long watching charts. It does get a little it gets tough year after year, day after day. So I've been trying to open up my days a bit more to do some other things for myself and trying to get my trading done by like 11 o'clock in the morning, thereabouts. But You never know what the market's going to bring, right? We know when there's news released, the FOMC minutes could come out, Jerome Powell could get on a podium, and then it's like the open all over again. And every so often you still get your fun power hour or whatever. So,
right.
So yeah,
and that's
most
now On the other hand, I trade all day. In fact, my best trades usually only start about now, setting up, and then work through the afternoon. Because you're right, it's a long day and it's hard to maintain concentration. But I think of this like a job, I guess, and I'm so used to being at a desk for a job for 8 hours a day that I guess it doesn't really phase me that much. And I love the process. So we mention it because for all you traders out there, they're trying to figure it out. You do not have to trade the open. There are other ways to trade. You could trade just at the close if you want. Mike keeps telling me I should just wake up 15 minutes before the close because honestly, my most profitable trading happens with the signature trade I've got that happens at 3:50 p.m. every single day. So it's there's some logic to that, but I'm here anyways, so I love to trade. So I want you to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here generally. I mean, actually, most of the time I'm here at this desk anyway. So I'm a big fan of setting alerts, which you can do in most trading platforms. I would think all trading platforms probably. There's simple price alerts about whether the price is going up or down. That's all they are. And I like to trade high a day breaks, stocks breaking the high that they've set since 9:30. So all I have to do is set those alerts below the high a day somewhere, and just to give me enough time to see the stock is sort of close to the high, but it hasn't really done its final approach yet. And then I'll always check those out. But I do find maybe the market's changing a bit. Maybe I'm changing. I'm not sure. But the afternoons, either it's my lack of interest or the stocks aren't quite as good as they used to be. I'm not finding as much stuff in the afternoon. But that's an option out there for everybody. And I often tell people, I often share a screen in the Bearable Traders room and it has these 12 charts on it. And people will ask me, I can't believe you watch 12 charts all day. And it's like, I don't watch 12 charts all day. I don't watch these at all. Really, after about, 10 in the morning, I don't really have to look at the screen anymore at all. The alerts do all the work for me. And if they go off, they'll tell me something. So that's a method, a very simple method people can employ. If you have to work during the day, if you have other things to do, you can simply set some alerts and try to sort of meld it with your strategy to figure out when a stock might be worth looking at, so you don't have to stare at these charts all the time. And I like what you said about trying to convince people they don't have to trade the open, because you and I both do the boot camps together. And that's one of the first messages I try to get across to people is I know the first couple minutes can be very lucrative, but they can be very damaging as well. And there's no two candles that are harder to read for the whole day than the one at the open and the one right after that. So when you're trying to make money there, you're really in there with the big boys. A lot of orders being fulfilled and a lot of strange things happening, a lot of massive drops that get bought right back up and vice versa. And it's very confusing, and things do become more clear if you'll just take a breather, just sit back, wait 5 minutes minimum, wait 10 probably is better for a beginner, or wait even longer and just let them reveal themselves. Look at Tesla. I mean, kind of revealed itself all morning, I guess. I mean, it's been going up and up and up, but you kind of got a sense maybe by the second time it broke out around, if you don't count the open as a breakout, around 9:43, it started going again. And that's when I started to realize, like, oh, there's some legit juice in this thing today, I think, anyway, and let's go take a peek and see if there's some good trades there. And that's 13 minutes after the open by the time I kind of have that confidence to say it truly is a bullish stock and not a fluke or something.
Right. And I would agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, in fact, as you say, really hard to read that open activity. You can make money, but you can lose a lot of money. So don't feel that you have to. If you find that your style lends to it, I like to tell the story all the time where I used to think that I was sort of a high energy person because of my background and my corporate experience. But the reality is energy doesn't relate to, the fast twitch muscle fiber. So fight or flight, right? When I'm faced with like a really uncertain situation, flight is my natural response. I don't like it. I'd like to think I'm a fighter. It doesn't work that way. So which means that I actually trade a lot better when I have a longer setup. I can think through my my approach, and I can really take the time to make sure that I'm taking a smart trade. If you find yourself, if that resembles you, then you might want to think about a different trading strategy, and it means that maybe you're not on at the open. You don't have to be, right? You wait for things to take a different approach, a different path, and the setup, and that's when alerts can be very helpful to get you into a trade and help you understand how to manage them. So just a little bit of food for thought for everybody. Wanted to give you that perspective as we close out the day. John, any last things you wanted to share with our viewers?
No, it's good to be here. I'm glad this morning worked out well trade wise. I mean, I did what I come here to do every single day. You know me, Peter. I'm very adamant about trading the same strategy every single day, and I've been doing it for years now. And I'll just tell people it works. You don't have to keep chasing your tail. You don't have to have 5 different strategies. You just got to find something that works for you, that gives you a little bit of edge, a little bit of probabilistic edge in the market, and just keep relentlessly going after that idea. And you can make it work out, and you can make you money in the long term.
Indeed. Good advice.
So
I want to thank everybody. We did get to the 1,000 likes, everybody, and I see a lot of the commentary about that, and that's fantastic. We didn't do it within the time frame that Andrew was looking for to give away a second laptop this morning. So it's awesome that we were here. Let's keep up that momentum, and next time, maybe we can do it a little earlier, and we can give away more than one device in a day. So
maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Andrew will think of that idea, but actually, he'd probably go for it, Peter. You probably wouldn't have a hard time convincing him.
Well, he promised a second laptop if we hit 1,000.
Oh, he did. I missed that. Oh, is that why everyone's so jazzed up this? I'm sorry. My son has to go to I was talking to the doctor. My son's got to go in for something this morning, so I've missed all the fun this morning after I traded. So,
they just missed it by a few likes.
Yeah, we just missed it. We were gunning for it, but by the time Andrew signed off, we were close, so close, but not quite there. So thank you everybody for getting us there. But we'll have to try again next time and do it in the time frame window that's allotted. So.
I promised a can pop, Peter. Can we end with that?
Before we end, we like to open it up for questions. If chat has any questions.
Oh yeah, sure, we can do
but
questions.
I guess it's too late.
Oh no, it's never too late. If anyone has a question, I'm happy. My bad. I'm new at this.
If you guys have questions, please send them in on the YouTube chat. That'd be appreciated.
Batman and Robin wants the cat picture. You're a cat lover? Well, that's Brent that controls the cat.
I control the cats, but those are for special occasions. If we get 2,000 likes, I'll bring out the cats. I have a bunch of cat photos from my time in Japan when I went to Cat Island. I did a whole video, actually. It was really fun. But guys, if you have any questions for John and the way he trades, John, do you have any webinars coming up on BBT, the BBT membership?
In the chat room, no, not in the next few months, but I should be back on the schedule here by maybe in the fall sometime. It's about time to probably do my high day break webinar again. I don't know when the last time I did that was. It's been a little while now. I try to do that once a year.
All right, so a couple questions. What is your best strategy? Well, you have one primary strategy, the high day break.
Yeah, and that's what I've been doing for since early 2020 when I was very bad at trading and losing money very consistently. I very frustrated and kind of mad at myself, and I decided I just had to kind of sit down and think logically about it, and just thinking like, if I can't make all these different ideas work out, and I didn't really have something I was focused on. I was, I thought everybody thinks they have multiple strategies when they start trading, and all they realize is they just have like very basic entries. Like we can all take a reversal, but does anyone even know like whether it was a good entry or not, right? You can always try to buy something at the bottom and call it a reversal, but is it really, and I realized like none of it, what I was doing was real, and I needed to focus on something. So I just kind of liked watching stocks break out from their highs. I've seen it happen many times, and I thought it was interesting. And I thought, how can I recognize when that's more likely to happen and keep going as opposed to fail and reject from their high, which is also obviously a very common event to happen as well. So I just pursued that kind of relentlessly. I dialed down my risk really low for me to $20 risk per trade. And and tried to figure it out while not losing quite as much money. And it eventually worked out. Anyone can make it work out. I really advise people to choose something in the markets that an event that you see that you're like, I've seen that before. I've seen this thing happen. I swear it happens multiple times. And it kind of speaks to you a little bit. It may sound a little hokey, but it's true that if you kind of lean into the kind of trading you observe and the biases and the observations that you see, it really makes this whole thing a lot easier. And Peter's a short bias trader. Most of his trades are to the short side. He just is better at picking tops and figuring out when to call BS on a long and take it down to the other side. I happen to be the complete opposite. I'm very good at finding out when a stock is more likely to bust out and keep going over the high it's set for the day. And again, both things can happen, but you got to figure out what are the entry criteria for either event and what are the exit criteria for when it's not working and you got to get out of the trade.
I saw a couple questions asking about the link to Colombia. If you're interested in joining us in Colombia, I said book my flight yesterday. Well, I booked. Andrew has a habit of changing things, but this is going to be booked for sure. So I booked a one-way trip to Colombia. So I know I'm going to get there. I have no idea if I'm ever going to get back. But I've got my one-way flight to Colombia all booked. I put the link up above. So if you're interested in potentially joining us, you can see what it's all about, what the costs would be, and how to get your ticket. It's all in there. But it should be a lot of fun. Andrew, he doesn't like to travel. He says money hasn't changed him. I'll tell you guys, money's changed him. But in our case, this is for the better because he's only doing first-class stuff. So it's going to be awesome. And I promise you, there's going to be some freebies in there because there's no question Andrew's going to be picking up tabs and stuff. That's sort of just what he does. So anyways, yeah, if you want to join us, it should be a lot of fun. So there's the link.
Okay. I can end the stream with this beautiful cat photo that people have been asking for. It's new.
There you go. Oh, okay. Look at that. End it with a cat. Why not? Okay. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Trade smart. Keep your head about you. Make sure that you're trading, like John said, against a strategy that you know. If you've seen it before, that's usually a good sign that so you can build a strategy around it. But don't just start throwing darts, right? That's not a way to long-term success. And we will see you back here for the pre-market show again tomorrow. And next week, always another laptop coming. So we'll see you guys next week for that. Tomorrow for Market Open on Friday. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, John.